Welcome, MH fans, to Clay Center, Kansas, here in Tigerland. Big Goethdale Leach back with the boys game after an exciting girls victory. Here we bring your second ranked in Class 3A Minneapolis Lions, the defending NCAA champions. 7-0 on the season. But we must be reminded that 2 years ago they came in on a 15-game winning streak, ranked number 1 in the state, and got whipped by 15 points, went home with their tails between their legs.
I guarantee you that Kevin Williams has not forgot that either, Dale. You can bet that the boys going to come out here and they're going to be pressure and lighten it up.
I talked with their Clay Center coach. He's an old college buddy of mine. And he said they've got a lot of young guys playing. Their older class, senior class didn't hardly have any talent, and junior class didn't have much. And it's his first year as head coach. And they're playing a lot of juniors and some sophomores.
Yeah.
So they're building.
That's not a good mix when you have a first-year coach and a lot of inexperience as far as the players go. Doesn't make for a good mix, and so far it's showed in the Clay Center boys season. But it's only going to pay dividends down the road for them.
That's true.
Take your knocks early, learn from it, and then every day work to improve.
I said, well, mate, you turn your season around after tonight. And he said, well, it might be kind of difficult. We go to Ellsworth or Abilene Friday, and then the following week's the Slina Invitational. We start out with Slina South. So
sound like the next week or so the deck's going to be stacked against him.
That's right. So not too many turnaround games for him coming up. They're 0-7 on the season. This is the 42nd game in the series between the two. The Lions actually lead this series 21-19. Won 3 out of the last 4. The one loss being that 15-pointer here 2 years ago.
Which totally took everybody by surprise because that was totally unexpected. And as I mentioned before, I can almost guarantee you that the result's going to be totally different tonight.
Well, at that time, the guys were saying, well, what do we do with the 15-game winning streak? And I think they're past that.
Yes. And not saying that there hasn't been good early success in the program, but that's tough to work with. And that group of kids, hadn't had that kind of success. This group of kids here, they know a lot of success. They know how to handle it. So big change for tonight.
Good sized Minneapolis crowd here tonight. Close to as many as are here for Clay Center, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Minneapolis Lions and your Clay Center Tigers. Please remember that all of this classroom activities at CCCHS are an extension of the classroom sportsmanship show throughout the contest. And now, the starting lineups with the visiting Minneapolis Lions.
Lions will start the same way they have all season. Ryan Mortimer, Ryan Weedle, Alex Resnick, Brandon Crum, and Drew Crossan. Minneapolis in the road blues. Starting lineups announced. National anthem forthcoming.
And we're ready to tip this off. See if the Lions can make it 8 in a row.
Yeah, up next for us, Dale, is the Lions and Tigers. Lions play a high-octane game. Clay Center's going to have to be on top of things if they're going to keep pace, because Minneapolis will be out of the gates running. And that pressure defense that Minneapolis brings to the court every game. A lot of turnovers caused. Drew Crossan will jump center for the Lions. Jacob Parra for the Tigers. And we're underway, and that's going to be a retip.
Out of bounds.
I guess they called it off Tigers out of bounds. I figured they'd re-jump it. Minneapolis will inbound. Weedle from the top. Nothing but net. Minneapolis out early, 3-0, and they're going to pressure full court. Shut down that baseline. Crump steps in front, takes away the pass. Brandon pulls up for a 12-footer. 5-0 Lions. Clay Center breaks the press. That's going to be out of bounds off Clay Center. That ball will stay with Minneapolis. No! The trail official says the ball was tipped. Ryan Mortimer, a little smile on his face. I think it probably was. Clay Center will keep it.
I think this tonight is first time in a long time I've seen the referees disagree so much.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's true or not, Dale, but the younger official over there on the side, if you notice, he doesn't have a patch on his arm.
Oh,
they're saying I heard a comment during in between the two games that they think the reason for the late start was they had an official couldn't make it because of the weather.
I see.
So this one here may be a substitute official.
Makes sense. He's so much younger than the rest of them, the other two.
Foul called on Ryan Mortimer. It'd be his first foul, team foul number 1 on the Lions. Clay Center inbounding under their own basket. Mortimer slaps that one out of bounds. Stays with Clay Center. Clay Center with the ball into Unruh, who kicks it out top to Fitzmeyer. Fitzmeyer guarded by Mortimer. McCowan guarded by Weedle. Kicks it out to the wing to Unruh. Parra to the top, guarded by Weedle. Little dribble penetration by Ryan Leonard. Running jumper up and in for the Clay Center Tigers. They cut the lead, 5-2 Minneapolis. Lions swinging around the perimeter. Weedle with the ball on the left. Brings it back to the center, sets the offense. Nice pass by Mortimer as he's coming out of bounds. Resnick breaks to the basket. He feeds it inside, and Alex is fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2. That's going to be the first
obvious foul.
First foul called on Josh McCowan, team foul number 1 on the Tigers. McCowan disagrees with it, but he was all arm. Resnick at the line shooting 2. First free throw attempt, nothing but net. 6-2 Minneapolis lead early in the first period. Second free throw by Alex is good. Increase the lead back to 5, 7-2. Minneapolis with pressure on the inbound. Mortimer almost with the steal. Leonard with the drive, cross the timeline. We're going to get a blocking foul called on Crum as he runs side by side with Leonard. It's going to be foul number 1 on Brandon Crum, team foul number 2 on the Lions. Fitzmeyer inbounds for Clay Center. Unruh gets the ball at the top of the circle. He makes a little stutter step before he puts it on the floor, and he's called for the traveling violation. Turnover to the Lions. Minneapolis up 7-2, 6.5 to go, first period. Crum to the baseline to Resnick, skip past to Mortimer. Mortimer with a nice head fake, up and in, a little runner, running one-hander, tipped out by Unruh to Crum. He backs it back out. Leonard picks off the pass. Crum going for the steal. Gets it over to the right side to Fitzmeyer. Fitzmeyer guarded by Weedle. That's going to be a walk. Double dribble is what the call is.
They dribbled, picked it up, and then he went again.
Up off the bench.
And Tyler crossing in.
And Knox.
And Knox, yes.
Minneapolis will rest 3. Resnick, Drew crossing, Ryan Mortimer will take a seat. Zucker back out top to Weedle, swings it over to Crum. Crum from the left side for 3. Nothing but net. Minneapolis increases that lead to 8. 10-2. Still with the full court pressure. Zucker steps in front. Nice hustle play by Joe Zucker. Steps in front of that inbound pass, but he's out of bounds. Clay Center will keep it.
You can see Brandon back on the mark again.
Yeah, Brandon needs to be hitting them outside shots. You open up that middle by shooting them outside shots in. Leonard over the top to Fitzmeyer. Fitzmeyer almost turns an ankle. Brandon Crum with the steal. And we're going to get a foul on Leonard as Zucker goes up for the shot. Joe Zucker will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. That's going to be the second team foul on the Tigers. First foul on Leonard. Joe Zucker at the line for the Lions, shooting 2. Minneapolis out early by 8, 10-2. First throw, up and in. Make it 11-2 Minneapolis. Off the bench for the Lions, Trevor Atkins. He'll take Brandon Crum's spot. Brandon will take a rest. Zucker will have another throw coming. Joe's second free throw is good. That extends Minneapolis' lead to 10, 12-2, 5.5 to go in the first period. Nice hustle by Drew Weedle to pick up, or Ryan Weedle pick up that steal. Gets it down to Zucker, back up to the top of the key for Knox, just inside the free throw line. Knox knocks down a 12-footer. Minneapolis out, 12-point lead early, 14-2 as Clay Center coach off the bench, and he takes a timeout.
Trouble was he fouled Joe Zucker in the process. Exciting opening here. Not quite 3 minutes gone. And the Lions up by 12, 14-2.
Clay Center playing that inbounds just the way Minneapolis wants it to be played because they're taking it to the corner, which you can't take that thing to the corner because that's just begging you to trap me. Minneapolis with a good trap there. McCowan tries to step through the trap, toss the ball to the top of the free throw circle. Ryan Weedle intercepts the pass. Nice kick out to Cameron Knox with a little 12-footer he knocks down. Minneapolis up by 12, 5:16 to go in the first period.
Five seconds.
Close to a 5-second call. They get it into Leonard. Leonard crosses the timeline, goes up over the top. Oh, we're going to get a blocking foul called on Zucker on the baseline. I thought Para might have got called for the charge. Baseline official says that Joe wasn't there in time, and he gets called for the block. That'll be the first foul on Joe Zucker. Third team foul on the Lions.
Williams didn't agree with it.
Official trying to tell Coach Williams that he leaned his stomach into him. Free throw attempt by Parra doesn't draw anything but air. Jacob Parra's second free throw attempt is up. Rattles around and out. Rebound by Knox. Out to Weedle. Weedle down to the baseline to Zucker. Zucker pops up from 15. It's long. Trevor Adkins steps in there and gets the rebound. Kicks it back out to Weedle. Weedle from 6 feet beyond the arc off the front of the rim. Rebound by Knox. Knox back out to Adkins. Reset the offense. Weedle to the top of the circle. Right side. Down to the baseline to Crossan. Dribble penetration into the paint for Weedle. Cameron Knox with a good follow for the rebound. Takes it off the glass. Up and in for two. Minneapolis up by 14, 16-2. Clay Center trying to break the pressure. They get it past half court. McCowan with the ball. Swings it over to Leonard. Leonard, little dribble move. Joe Zucker with a good box out. Comes down with a rebound. We're going to get a tie up. It's going to go to Minneapolis on the alternate possession. Lions are going to bring in 4 subs. Resnick, Crossan, Drew Crossan, Mortimer, and Crum. Zucker stays on the floor for the Lions. And that's something that the Clay Center coach is probably going to get tired of seeing, Dale, is the waves of substitutes. Coach Williams keeps fresh kids on the floor all the time. Skip pass cross court to Zucker, back to top of the key to Crum. Swings it to the right side to Mortimer. Mortimer looking inside to Resnick. Resnick gets pushed from behind by McCowan. It's going to be blue ball on the baseline. That's going to be the third team foul by the Tigers. That's second personal called on McCowan. And he still doesn't agree with that call. Zucker to pull the trigger under the basket. Skip pass cross court to Crum. Back up top Mortimer. Mortimer dribble penetration. Nice little dump move. And we're going to get a foul called down low by McCowan, I believe. If it is, that's 3. Nope. That's going to be on Unruh, I believe, number 34, his first personal. 4th team foul on the Tigers.
Thought for a second maybe they were going to call traveling on Mortimer.
I thought McCowan was going to pick up his 3rd foul. He really went off. Mortimer's first free throw attempt is good. Increases Minneapolis lead to 15. They're up 17-2, 4 minutes to go in the period. Mortimer's second free throw is hard off the back of the rim, but it's rebounded by Drew Crossan. Drew goes back up off the glass. Rebounded, cleared by Clay Center. That's Daniel Colton, who gets it to Fitzenmeyer. He's guarded by Crum. Fitzenmeyer across the timeline, over on the right side. Unruh pops out. Look baseline, drops it down. And we're going to get 44 white. That's going to be foul called on Nathan Stitt as he pushes Joe Zucker. Zucker going for position for the rebound.
Adkins comes in, Zucker sits down. 15 foul on the Tigers.
17-2, 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Minneapolis out quick and early. Trevor Adkins dumps a pass down to the baseline. Mortimer standing there, picks up the garbage. Crum from back behind the arc, off the front of the rim. Rebound by Stitt, out to McCowan. He crosses the timeline looking for a filler. Crossan steps in there. McCowan throws up a off-balance shot. We're going to get a
23 over the back.
We're going to get a foul called on Colton, I believe.
23.
Daniel Colton called for his first personal. 5th team foul on the Tigers. Minneapolis inbounds. Crum with the ball. Check that. 6 team fouls on the Tigers. Minneapolis with 3. Mortimer on the right side. Inside to Resnick. Baseline to Crossan. Back up to Resnick. Lions hitting the floor. That's going to be out of bounds. Off Minneapolis. Ball turned over to Clay Center. Good look inside by Drew Crossan to Alex Resnick. Alex unable to handle the pass. Ball's tipped out of bounds off Minneapolis. Clay Center with the ball. Minneapolis full court pressure. Tigers break. Fitzenmeyer with the ball, guarded by Mortimer. He's going to dribble right into a trap. He steps through it. Stitt baseline goes up for an easy 4-footer. 17-4, Minneapolis by 13. Mortimer skip pass across the floor to Adkins, and he's called for the traveling violation. 3 Lions up off the bench, check back in for Minneapolis. Tyler Crossan, Ryan Weedle, and Cameron Knox. Alex Resnick, Drew Crossan, and Trevor Atkins will take a seat. Under inbounds to Leonard. Minneapolis still with that full court pressure. Leonard across the timeline. Pass picked off by Crum. Nice bounce pass to Crossan. It's going to be out of bounds off Clay. Oh, they're going to call it off Minneapolis. That ball was taken out of bounds by Clay Center, and the official never saw it. Shielded by the Clay Center player that took it out of bounds. The official gives the ball back to Clay Center. Right into the trap at that corner. Leonard skips across to Colton. Leonard fills the lane. He gets the kick back from Colton. He puts it in for 2. That cuts the lead to 11, 17-6. Weedle skip pass across to Crum on the right side, down to the baseline to Crossan. Crossan brings it back out to the top to Weedle, swings it over to Mortimer. Mortimer back out to Weedle. Crum all alone on the wing on the right side. That's a shot for 3, and it's good. Put it in the books, makes it 20-6. Minneapolis up by 14. Clay Center right back into that trap. They're just inviting Minneapolis to close that baseline off when they just inbound it 2-3 feet inside the baseline. Ball's thrown away out of bounds. Minneapolis takes over. Weedle out top to Crum. Crum swings it to Mortimer. Crum finds Knox. Knox with a little dribble step, puts up a shot. Partially blocked by Unruh. He picks up the rebound. That's got to be a travel.
You notice Knox is being very careful not to get that charging call.
Yeah, Cameron must have had a little extra coaching because he's been called for several charging violations so far in the season. Crum again from way behind the arc. Rebounded by Para. Mortimer over there to Fitzmeyer, put a little pressure on. That's going to be Minneapolis ball off Unruh. 20-6, a minute left to go in the first period. Joe Zucker in for the Lions. Ryan Mortimer will take a rest.
1:01 to go in the quarter. The Lions up 20-6.
Coach Smith takes his second time out of the period. There's only a minute left to go in the first quarter. Coach Smith unable to wait for the break at the end of the period as he wants to get some points across to his young Tiger players. Up and down pace, Dale. I didn't think it was going to be anything less.
Actually, Clay Center's handling is a little bit better than I thought they were going to.
That's true because they've been able to break the press. I haven't had too much trouble with the press. I think that's probably going to change as the game wears on because Clay Center's not going to be able to stay with us.
Yeah.
And Minneapolis, like I said, Coach Williams reloads that gun every chance he gets, bring them fresh players on. And the length of the floor, the length of the quarter, that's only going to play against Clay Center, and they're just going to be legs of glue here before too long. But so far they've hung in there and done a pretty good job. Coming out of the timeout, Minneapolis will have the ball. Crum to inbound. Weedle bring it up for the Lions. Right side to Crum. Tyler Crossan baseline. Joe Zucker comes in from the outside, gets a hand on the rebound, but it's picked up by Para for Clay Center. Colton with the ball, guarded by Zucker. Switch made there, half court line. Fitzmeyer with the ball, Crum with the defense. Leonard drives paint, kicks it out to Unruh. Unruh from about 12. Knox is going to pick up a pushing foul. Cameron got another cheap one. That'll be Knox's first personal, 4th team foul on the Lions. 27.5 seconds. Clay Center inbound under their own basket. Colton pulls the trigger for the Tigers, kicks it out top to Fitzmeyer. Fitzmeyer swings it to the right side to Leonard, guarded by Knox. Takes it baseline to Unruh, looking for Colton. Back out to Fitzmeyer. Unruh with the ball on the baseline, over the top to Para. Para steps in for a shot. He doesn't go, and Ryan Weedle picks off the rebound. Minneapolis headed back the other way. Knox with the ball. Cameron tried to go up with a shot. Ball partially blocked. Ball goes out of bounds as the quarter expires. Minneapolis comes to the sideline with a 20-8 lead.
Pretty reminiscent of the first quarter of the girls' game.
Very much so. Very much so.
All right, back in action here. Looks like Clay Center will inbound the ball with the possession arrow.
Lions up by 12 after 1 quarter of play, 20-8. Hirschberger triggers it, tries to trigger it in for the Tigers, and he throws it out of bounds. Minneapolis with a turnover. Weedle brings it up for the Lions. Swings it to the right side to Zucker. Goes baseline to Resnick. Skip past to Crum. Back out to Weedle. Cross quarter over to Zucker. Nice look by Brandon Crum to get the ball to the baseline. Just goes off Resnick's hands on the turnover. Clay Center headed the other way. McCowan with the ball, guarded by Crum. Goes baseline to Wenger. Back out top to Davis. Back down to Wenger, looking in down low. Wenger drives baseline. Nice move to the baseline by Wenger from Clay Center. He takes it off the glass for 2. That cuts the lead in half. Weedle from behind the line, nothing but net. Back up by 13 goes Minneapolis, 23-10. McCowan takes off on a break. Nice follow by Colton. Cuts the lead to 11. Crum with the ball to the top of the circle. Back over to Weedle. Weedle pops for 3. 6 feet behind the arc. He buries another one, makes it 26-12. Crum steps in front of that, gets a hand on the pass. Clay Center is able to break that pressure, Dale. Zucker back out top, swing it to Weedle to the left side. Back to Crum, the top of the circle. Brandon with a dribble move. Takes Zucker to the baseline, kicks it back out to Crum. Crum into the paint, slashes. Ball comes up short, rebounded by McCowan for Clay Center. Minneapolis with a 12-point lead, 26-14. Clay Center throws it away. I think Minneapolis takes the ball at number 22, Mr. McCowan, and they're liable to rattle him because he's already yelling at his own players. Under 6 minutes to play in the half. Crossing baseline. Resnick off the glass, little 6-footer. 28-14, Minneapolis back up by 14. Clay Center gets it in. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, but it's off Minneapolis. Clay Center will keep possession. Hirschberger's going to inbound for the Tigers. Gets it into Wenger, back over top to Hirschberger. Picked up by Crum. And Brandon's going to get called for the blocking foul. Hirschberger gets by first defender. Crum tries to pick him up.
Second personal on Brandon. 15 foul.
McCowan tries to get the ball in. He gets it into the baseline to Colton. Denied by Resnick. Mortimer with the pickoff takes it over to Crum. Crum goes up for the shot and one. McCowan picks up his third personal early in the second quarter. 5.5 minutes to go in that first half, and McCowan's got 3 fouls. It's going to be the 7th team foul for the Clay Center Tigers. So the Lions will be shooting 1-on-1 the rest of the way. McCowan will take a seat on the bench. And Crum's at the line shooting 1-on-1. No, excuse me, shooting 1. That was a made basket. Free throws in and out. Rebounded by Wenger for Clay Center. He throws an elbow into Resnick's face. Mortimer called for the backcourt foul. That's going to be Mortimer's second personal. Team foul number 6 on Minneapolis.
Tigers have 7 fouls.
Fitzmeyer brings it across for the Tigers, guarded by Weedle. Look inside to Wenger, back to the corner to Colton for 3. It's good. That cuts the lead to 13, 30-17. Skip pass across to Crum. He's called for a traveling violation. .507 to go in the half. Minneapolis up by 13, 30-17. Clay Center tries the home run pass, and it's out of bounds off Fitzmeyer's hand. And Tyler Crossan.
The Clay Center coach is crying. Dale Smith is crying. He had it.
Tyler Crossan checks in for Drew Crossan. Weedle with the bring it up floor. Go right side to Mortimer on the wing, into the middle. Look to the baseline to Crossan. 6-foot jumper. Around the rim, rebounded by Wenger. And we're going to get a foul called on Alex Resnick, I believe.
Well, it can't be. They're giving us the ball.
No, Minneapolis with the ball out of bounds.
No foul.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. That's what the call was when he made his pivot. It's going to be a warning on the bench as Davis breaks the vertical plane on the end line. Next time will be a technical. Mortimer to inbounds for the Lions. Kicks it out to the corner to Weedle. Back out to Crum. Minneapolis called for 3 seconds in the lane. I believe they got Tyler Crossan in there. Turnover to the Tigers. Seen more 3-second violations tonight, Dale, than I've seen all season. Clay Center dribbles right into that corner. Yeah, that's going to be a traveling violation on Fitzmeyer. Coach Smith off the bench telling Fitzmeyer to look down the floor. He had a kid open. That pressure Minneapolis puts on you, it's tough to see the floor.
Yep. It's easier sitting on the bench when there's little bodies hanging all over you.
Yeah. That was Crum for 3 on the inbounds pass. 33-17. Minneapolis back up by 16. Wenger with the ball. He goes into the trap. Resnick gets a hand on it. And I don't call. He must have called the ball out of bounds. I didn't think the ball was even close to the baseline. If it was, it wasn't with a Minneapolis player.
Give him a fresh 10 seconds here.
Back into the corner they go for that trap. Tyler Crossan steps in front. Ryan Mortimer from the free throw line, pull-up jumper. Resnick goes up, but he's out rebounded by Fitzmeyer. Mortimer's going to get whistled for his 3rd personal, I believe. It is. It's 3 personals. Joe Zucker up off the bench. He's coming in for Ryan Mortimer, as that's going to put Clay Center in a 1-on-1. 7th foul on the Lions. So both teams shooting 1-on-1 for the rest of the half. Fitzmeyer on the line for the Tigers, shooting a 1-on-1. Minneapolis up 16, 33-17. Free throw attempts in and out. Crossing with the rebound, out to Crum. Baseline to Zucker. Back up to Crum, over to Weedle. Weedle from beyond the arc, nothing but net. Make it 36-17.
It's got to be at least 4.
Oh, Ryan's at least 4 or 5 beyond the arc. Ryan's feeling it, Crum's feeling it. Those two get hot, Dale. Good things happen. Minneapolis got a hand on that ball, knock it out of bounds. Clay Center inbounds. Just under 4 minutes to go. Minneapolis is up by 19. Oh, that should have been offensive foul. Leonard skipped pass across the winger. Down to the baseline to Fitzmeyer. Fitzmeyer up with a 6-footer. And Leonard, as he's going out of bounds, swings it around off Crum. It'll be Clay Center ball. Pass goes out top to Fitzmeyer, go back inside to Para. Picked off by Knox, and we're headed back the other way. Zucker with the ball. Nice move into crossing. That's going to be a jump ball. Nice hands by Wenger to keep it in there. Minneapolis will retain possession on the alternate possession. Drew Crossan doing a good job filling the lane. Clay Center there with some good defense. Unruh off the bench, and he's going to take Wenger's place. Zucker inbounds to Knox. Knox a little free throw off back rim, rebounded by Para. Fitzmeyer crosses the timeline. He's guarded by Ryan Weedle. Swing it over to this left side. Hirschberger with the ball. Drew Crossan with the defense. Down the baseline, they tried to get it into Leonard as he was cutting to the basket. Ball goes out of bounds. Little ragtag right now, Dale.
Yeah, it is. Which isn't going to make Kevin very happy, actually.
No, Coach, it don't matter what the score is. Coach expects them to be playing hard and executing. Weedle from behind the arc. Off back rim. Knox goes up high for the rebound. There's going to be a push foul called on Para, I believe. Yes, Para's going to pick up the foul. Cameron Knox will be at the line shooting 1-on-1. Cameron way up off the floor for that rebound. 36-17, 2:45 to go in the half. Free throw attempt by Knox is good. He'll get the bonus. Second free throw by Cameron is good. Also, it makes it 38-17, Minneapolis by 19. Hirschberger with the ball. Skips it across court to Fitzmeyer across the timeline. Unruh fills the lane. He takes it off the glass. Looked close to a traveling violation, but no call made.
Traveling before.
Weedle swings it to Zucker, over to Crum. Crum on the wing, back to the top to Zucker. Weedle with a little dribble penetration. Back out top to Crum. Crum in the paint, just off the free throw line, rolls up and over. He's got that shooter's touch, Dale. Catches front rim, rolls over the top and falls in. Extends Minneapolis lead to 21, 40-19. Leonard with the ball on the wing, throws it right to Joe Zucker. Zucker going for the layup. Weedle right there cleaning up the garbage, puts it back, 2 for Minneapolis. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lions up 23. Hirschberger steps through the double team. Zucker's going to get whistled for the block. Second foul, I believe, on Joe. It is. That's going to be team foul number 8 on the Lions.
Atkins comes in for Crum. Each team with 8 fouls. 42-19.
Well, at least they've called it even.
Yes, they have.
And they've called a good game so far. Hirschberger's first free throw attempt's long, rebounded by Weedle. Almost stolen by Hirschberger following. It'll be out of bounds off Clay Center. Minneapolis with the ball. Crum comes in for the Lions.
Crum comes in for Ryan Weedle.
Brandon will bring the ball up the floor. Swings it to the left side to Adkins. Back up to Crum. Over to Zucker. Knox working in the inside. Crossing. Drops it down to Crum. Or Knox. Knox is blocked, but there's Drew Crossing right there to pick it up. Puts it back in off the glass. 44-19 Minneapolis. 1:19 left to go in the half. Skip pass way across the court to Unruh. I don't think if Unruh was 7'10", he'd have got that one.
No.
Out of bounds, turnover to the Lions. Crum with the ball. Push it down to Zucker, back up top to Crum. Brings it right side to Adkins. Adkins looks into Knox. Knox back over to Adkins for three. Money ball for Adkins. He puts a three in the hole. Increases Minneapolis' lead to 18, or make that 28. 47-19. Wenger tries to go over the top of Knox. Cameron's right there to get a hand on it, but Para knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Minneapolis ball. 41 seconds to go, first half. Knox swings it to the right to Adkins. Back up top to Crum. Right back over to Adkins. Minneapolis playing the perimeter game. Skip pass over to Zucker. Nice penetration by Brandon Crum. Defense collapses on him, and that opens up Drew Cross, and he breaks to the bucket for two off the glass. Minneapolis is up by 30 with 10 seconds to go in the half. Colton with the ball, back out top. Adkins with the defense. And Para's going to get picked up a foul right at the end of the half as he pushes on Knox.
3.6 seconds on the clock.
That was a stupid foul.
Cameron Knox in the line for a 1-and-1. Or Drew Crossing, actually.
Dale, the Lions are going to looks like they could hang 50 on the board in the first half. I'm sure that's definitely not what Coach Smith wanted to see out of the Minneapolis Lions tonight. Adkins falling away. He's whistled for the traveling violation.
49 is still pretty close.
It is. Crossing's free throw just off the front of the rim. Trevor Adkins right there for the rebound, but he's called for the traveling violation. Cameron Knox playing center field, picks off that pass to end the first half, and Minneapolis up by 30, 49-19.
We'll go get the official scoring, see where we stand. Back in a minute. Okay, Dale Leach and Vic Goa are going to set the sign on again here for the second half. Official scoring in the first half for the Lions. 11 for Ryan Mortimer, 4 for Alex Resnick, 14 for Ryan Weedle with 4 trays, 2 for Joe Zucker, 3 for Trevor Adkins, he had 1 tray, 15 for Brandon Crum, he had 3 trays, 4 for Drew Crossan, 6 for Cameron Knox. Leading scorers for the Tigers, number 23, Colton has 5, 15, Leonard has 4, 33, Winger has 4, and 34, Unruh has 4. Scoring by quarters, first quarter the Lions outscored the Tigers 20-8, and the second quarter 29-11. So actually, there was a time where I thought we were kind of getting lethargic, but we actually scored them by a much larger margin in the second quarter than we did the first. So we get set to inbound the ball here. Looks like Clay Center will be on the offense to start off. And the pressure defense returns for the Lions.
Leonard with the ball, passes it off to Fitzmeyer, guarded by Mortimer. Awfully close to a 5-second call. Fitzmeyer throws it out of bounds. I don't know how that wasn't called 5 seconds. Dale stood right there in front of Mortimer and held the ball. Weedle crosses center court, brings it over to the left side to Mortimer. Drew Crossan pops out, swings it right side to Crum, back to the top to Mortimer. Weedle with a nice move inside, gets a 12-foot runner. Clay Center doesn't show anything, any signs of being able to stop Minneapolis. This is going to get ugly real early, and Ryan Mortimer just picks up number 4. He knew it as soon as it happened that he was coming to the bench. Zucker off the bench for the Lions, going to take Mortimer's place. Leonard around Crum. He's going to take it on in for the layup. Nobody contests him. 30-point Minneapolis lead, 51-21. They're going to get Unruh with a foul on Resnick because Alex had a wide open 5-footer. Unruh comes in and swipes across the arm of Alex Resnick. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
I would like to see him bank that off the glass instead of over the rim, but
very few use the glass anymore.
Yeah.
Resnick's free throw attempts up and in. Alex will have one more throw. Minneapolis up by 31, 52-21. Rebounded by Crossan, and he's going to be fouled by Wenger. Much to the disbelief of the Clay Center fans over there, they thought that Crossan might have crashed into Wenger.
His first personal. Figured he had more than that.
Crossan gets it into Weedle on the baseline. Ryan kicks it out to Brandon. Swings it around to the right side to Zucker. Zucker looks over the top to Crossan. Crossan goes up, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 as Wenger, I think, is going to pick up.
Might have been 34.
Nope, they're going to call it on Unruh. I figured that would be on Wenger picking up his second quick one, but Unruh picks it up, and that's 3 on him. Third personal or third team foul early in the second half. Drew Crossan puts the first free throw in. Second one on its way. It's off the back rim, but it gets the shooter's roll and drops back through the net. 54-21, Minneapolis up by 33. Joe Zucker's going to be called for the blocking foul.
That looked like a charge to me.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up at half court by Crum. That's going to be offensive on Leonard as Drew Crossan steps in front and takes a charge.
Yeah, they're trying to work that pick off the side there like they did before, and not going to do it 2 times in a row.
Drew Crossan moves his feet, steps in front, takes the charge. Back when I was in high school, Dale, that was a Dr. Pepper. Fourth team foul on the Tigers. It's going to be the second personal foul on Leonard. 6:45 to go in the period. Minneapolis up 33, 54-21. Weedle with the ball. Resnick pops out, swings it over to the left to Zucker, inside to Weedle. Weedle with a nice look inside to Crossan. Drew unable to finish the bunny. Rebounded by Clay Center. Fitzmeyer's on his way going the other way. McCowan with a bad pass. It's picked off by Minneapolis. Headed back the other way, and we're going to get Colton with a push. Daniel Colton called for the pushing foul. 5th team foul on Clay Center. That's Colton's 2nd. Minneapolis inbound under their own basket. Zucker triggers the inbound. Gets it to Resnick. Resnick from 10. Nothing but net. 56-21 Minneapolis. Lions still with that full court pressure. McCown trying to get around Zucker. Resnick almost right there for the seal. Zucker still hawking McCown. He gets it out to Fitzmyer. Fitzmyer goes to Colton on a baseline. McCown for 3. Wenger with a good rebound. Unable to put it back. Zucker goes in for the layup, and he's going to get whistled for a traveling violation. One too many steps in there for Zucker. Up off the bench, Tyler Crossan, Cameron Knox, Alex Resnick, and Drew Crossan will take a seat. 56-21 Minneapolis. 35-point lead. 5:36 to go in the 3rd period. Colton with the ball. Hirschberger streaking across center court, guarded by Crum. Minneapolis picks up man-to-man. Colton with the ball, guarded by Zucker. Skip past baseline, cross court to Fitzmyer. He dumps one off to Wenger. Nice move to the baseline by Wenger. Puts it off the glass for 2 for the Tigers. Weedle out to Crum, back over to Weedle. Going to set the offense. Minneapolis run the motion offense. Wheel it around the perimeter. Weedle steps out. Nice little head fake, dribble move. Tipped out by Cameron Knox, run down by Ryan Weedle. Knox steps out, passes over to Zucker. Weedle right there. And Cameron with a big follow, and it's gonna fall off. Knox will go to the line, he'll shoot 2. I think he was fouled by Wenger. Good follow by Cameron coming down the lane.
Excellent.
Pick up that garbage.
Atkins, Ken Lomberger.
And
the third
Para for Clay Center.
Okay.
Knox's first free throw is good.
Ryan Wheeler comes out, and Joe Zucker comes out.
I got a feeling we're not going to see the starters very long in the second half. Yeah. And Coach Smith wants a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, I would love to see us having 100 points on him, but I know Williams can do everything he can to make sure that doesn't happen.
Now, on the other hand, if the subs come in and they can't miss,
yeah, then they'll have it stall.
I don't know. Is the word stall in Kevin's vocabulary?
Well, run the motion offense. Don't shoot.
I don't think you'll see a 4-corner. Lions come out of the timeout with a 57-23 lead. 4:37 to go in the 3rd period.
I just know that you wouldn't necessarily want to embarrass them by hanging 100 points on them in their home gym. But
that wouldn't be a good thing.
It's bad enough we're up by 34 points.
But by the same token, you got to keep coaching the kids, and
yeah,
that's something that Kevin always does. It doesn't matter if he's up by 100 or up by 1. He's always coaching. Knox steps in front, picks that ball off. Nice outlet pass to Crum, streaking down the floor. Count the bucket. 59-23 Minneapolis. Good pick off by Cameron Knox. He's going out of bounds. Good control of his body, able to kick it back in. Wenger fills the lane, gets a nice bunny. Nobody stepping in front of him, but that's a big boy to step in front of. Lonberger over to Crum on the wing. He's going to take it around. Sweet little move inside. Kiss off the glass, make it 61-25. Fitzmyer guarded by Lonberger, gets it across to Colton. Colton skips it over to Hirschberger. Hirschberger's going to take it baseline. That's going to be an offensive charge on Hirschberger. The roles reversed there on Knox, as he's the one that's normally getting called for that.
Yeah.
Cameron steps in there and takes that charge. Of course, I don't think the Hirschberger probably made a dent in Knox, but the big guy can flop. Lonberger brings it up for the Lions. Left side to Crum, back to the top to Crossan. Crossan tried to go over the top to Knox, picked off by Hirschberger. Hirschberger backs it back out. He's guarded by Adkins. Fitzmeyer drives in, throws up a wild one. Para right there to take it away from Lonberger. Crum's going to drive baseline. And the backside official standing way outside.
He must have had a good advantage point.
He was pretty pronounced with that call. Crowd didn't like it.
Third foul on 33. He's picked up 3 this quarter.
Yeah, Wenger didn't have any fouls halftime. First free throw attempt by Crum is up and in.
Drew Crossan and Alex Resnick come in for Tyler Crossan and Knox.
Crum at the line with another free throw coming. Minneapolis 62-27 over Clay Center. That free throw attempt's good. Leonard with the ball for the Tigers. Nice tie-up by Trevor Adkins. Leonard tries to step through the double team, and Trevor Adkins gets his hand in there for a tie-up. Minneapolis take it on the alternate possession. Resnick inbounds to Lonberger. Lonberger across the timeline. Tip ball by Fitzmeyer. Fitzmeyer takes it all the way, scores the layup. Crum kicks it down to Resnick with a good look. Oh, where's the foul?
I think we're starting to see some mercy calls here.
Oh, and I thought Lonberger was going to finish that. I'll tell you what, Para is this close to getting a flagrant foul called on him the way he's throwing them elbows around. That's the second time he's dropped one of our guys down there throwing the elbows. And if these officials don't get on top of that, somebody's going to get hurt. I don't think he means to do it. It's frustration, but still. Lonberger's free throw attempt up and in. 64-29. Coach Smith taking Para out of there.
And he's talking to him, too.
I think he sees the frustration, and he's going to try and settle him down. Second free throw's off, rebounded by Stitt for Clay Center. Fitzmeyer with the ball. Looks inside, nice little 6-footer off, and Crossan's going to get the rebound. We're going to get a pushing foul on Alex Resnick, I believe. It's going to be the third team foul on the Lions.
Joe Zucker comes in to replace Adkins.
Alex Resnick's first foul of the game. Good playing by Resnick. Hirschberger inbounds, out top to Fitzmeyer, looks inside, Zucker steps in front. Leonard picks it off, and Crum's going to get whistled for the foul. That's going to put Stitt on the line shooting 2.
That's 3 or 4 on Brandon.
I believe that is his third. That is 3 fouls on Brandon. Nathan Stitt at the line, he's going to be shooting 2. First attempt is up and out. Second attempt on its way, nothing but net. 64-30, Minneapolis up by 34. Lonberger out top to Crossan, swings it to Crum. Crum goes baseline, little runner. Brandon Crum with that nice little floater going baseline. Good to see Brandon putting the ball in the hoop. Nice hustle play by Alex Resnick. He gets a tip on the ball. Ball stays with Clay Center under their own basket. Hirschberger will trigger it in for the Tigers. McCowan back in for Clay Center. Resnick gets a hand on that. And, oh, he was pushed. Zucker gets called for the traveling violation after McCowan rear ends him. No foul call, but
actually, I think we're seeing some mercy calls here.
Joe with the traveling violation turns it right back over to Clay Center. Fitzmeyer with a nice move. Crum going in the paint. Tipped out by Clay Center, picked up by Hirschberger. Nice hands by Lawnberger. And Lawnberger's going to get whistled for the foul. Coach Shoup up off the bench telling Lawnberger to shoot that ball. Kenton can shoot the three too. Ryan Weedle. Ryan Weedle back in for Minneapolis. Kenton Lawnberger will take a seat. Baseball pass down floor, picked off by Cameron Knox.
Quite a play by Cameron.
McCowan's trying to take Knox down, and that just ain't happening. Drew Crossan with a nice move in the lane. He's going to be fouled.
You know, you see Cameron's vertical moves and horizontal moves out on the court. He's moving his big body so well. It reminds me of something Williams told me. He said if Cameron gets a D1 scholarship for football, it's going to be because of what he's showing on the basketball court.
Oh, exactly. I agree. And this is only helping him in football. Yeah. Only helping him.
Yeah.
The kid does have excellent body control for the size he carries.
Yep.
Crossan's first free throw is good. Second one on its way off back of the rim, rebounded by Clay Center. Stitt pulls it down for the Tigers.
67-32, Minneapolis.
Davis passes it off to Colton. Picked up by Zucker. Go over the top to McCowan. McCowan spots for three. Plenty of arc on that ball. Rebounded, long rebound by Zucker. And we're going to get a tripping call on Davis.
That makes double bonus coming up.
Joe spent an awful lot of time on the floor tonight.
He does.
He goes to the line to shoot two. Lions up by 35. Short off the rim, first free throw attempt by Joe Zucker. Second one coming.
Win sprints.
Gets a little more on that one. Makes it a 36-point lead with 40 seconds to go in the period.
Joe's got to pick up. No, Crum picked up, reach in from behind. Foul number 4.
The official not in, as far as I'm concerned, he's not even in position to make that call. The play is way by him. As Dale said, that's 4 fouls on Brandon. 6-team foul on the Lions. Colton guarded by Zucker. Over to Hirschberger. Weedle on the defense. Swing it over to Davis. He steps in, 12-footer. Rebounded by Ryan Weedle.
16 seconds to go in the quarter.
Step inside the three-point line. They're going to call Knox for the push.
Like I say, you're seeing some mercy calls here now.
Coach Williams up off the bench applauding Cameron Knox's effort. He thought Cameron was fouled.
I thought he was too.
Yeah, he was. The only one that didn't see it was the official.
Second personal on Cameron. 7th team foul, so we get a 1-and-1 here.
Colton at the line shooting a 1-on-1 for the Tigers. First attempt's good. Makes it a 35-point Minneapolis lead. Second free throw attempt on its way, and it's good. Crossing inbound to Weedle. Kicks it up to Crum.
10 seconds.
Crum with a little one-handed push, followed by Crossan and back in. Drew Crossan hanging around the rim, picked off by Weedle, up and in at the buzzer! Count it! Ryan Weedle steps in there and picks off the inbound pass, puts it in.
72-34. How many points is that?
For Weedle?
No.
Oh, the difference, we're looking at a 38-point difference right now.
Back with some exciting fourth quarter action in a minute. Well, the Lions
what did we put up, 23?
23-15.
23 in the third quarter. Pretty consistent
Four of those
scoring.
came in the last 2 seconds. And Clay Center will inbound with the possession arrow. A lot of Clay Center fans clearing out. They've seen enough.
McCown inbounds to Leonard. Leonard's guarded by Lawnberger. Pass over to the right side, left side to McCown. Back up top to Leonard. Leonard goes paint. Goes baseline to Fitzmyer. Fitzmyer takes it in, kicks it out to Unruh. Unruh from 12. And we're going to get a pushing foul on Wenger. That's going to be 4 on Wenger after not having any fouls in the first half.
Drew Crossan is going to go to the line for a 1-on-1.
Wenger not having any fouls called on him in the first half. He comes in here and picks up his 4th one just as the fourth quarter starts.
There's even some Minneapolis people leaving. They've seen nothing. You get out now before the roads get too bad.
Drew's first free throw attempt's good. Makes it a 39-point Minneapolis lead. Adkins off the bench. In for Crum.
.40 lead, 74-34.
Fitzmyer with the ball, guarded by Zucker. Crosses timeline. Zucker with a nice no-look pass. That's what it looked like from here anyway. Mortimer has it. Out top to Zucker. Back over to the wing to Mortimer. They're looking inside to Crossan. Knox from 15.
Woo! Boy, I think keep that up.
That'd give him a good inside-outside game. Cameron steps in front of that pass, deflects it out of bounds. Yeah, if Cameron can develop that outside jumper, 15 foot, it'd be tough to stop. Leonard to pull the trigger for the Tigers, gets it into McCown. He's guarded by Adkins. Inside to Unruh at the top of the key. Back out to McCown. Baseline to Unruh. Looking at Leonard cutting down the lane.
Nice knockout by Mortimer there. Stepped in front. .42 lead for the Lions.
McCown out top, guarded by Leonard with a little dribble move inside. Goes up for the shot. Knox with the
foul number 5 on 33. It wasn't called.
Zucker called for the travel.
Brown comes in. Placing Zucker.
Number 30, Nick Brown, in for Joe Zucker. Try to go inside to Wenger, but Knox drops down on the defense. McCown from outside hits what I think is his first 3 of the night. Nick Brown over to Adkins. Adkins brings it over to the left side to Mortimer. Mortimer looking at Knox inside. Adkins steps out top. Mortimer with a nice move down the lane off the glass. Little 2-foot runner. Minneapolis back up by 41.
78-37 the score. Adkins, a beautiful pickoff. No foul, somehow.
Trevor Adkins gets molested as he brings the ball down. No foul called. Instead, there's a tie-up. Minneapolis will have it on the alternate possession. Lonberger back in for the Lions. Mortimer runs it down. Peyton Owens in for Minneapolis. His first action of the night, as is Cody Moody. Fitzmeyer with the steal. Chased by Brown. Off the glass, Fitzmeyer scores 2 for the Tigers. Lonberger picks it up. Minneapolis headed back the other way. Lonberger takes it inside. Wenger puts it back down on him. Minneapolis ball under their own basket. 39-point Minneapolis lead. 5.5 to go. Mortimer kicks it back out to Lonberger. He brings it out to set the offense. Mortimer on the right side. Moody steps up, takes the top of the key. Swings it to Brown, left side. Top side, Lonberger. Right side, Mortimer. Nice drop down by Cody Moody, and he's fouled.
Number 5.
And Wenger's evening is finished. And that'll put Cody Moody at the line shooting 2.
Oh, they called it on 43.
Yes, they did. Check that. That foul called on Ryan Nix, his first personal. Moody's free throw off back rim. And Cody Moody with a second free throw attempt. That one's off the rim also. Moody misses both free throws. 78-39, Minneapolis lead. Leonard from 3-point. That ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Fitzmeyer. Minneapolis will have it.
5:03 to go. It's 78-39, Minneapolis. Joe Zerker comes back in for Lonberger.
Moody inbounds to Mortimer. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Minneapolis out front, comfortable for 78-39. Over the top to Moody. Tries to get it inside. Leonard collapses and picks it off. Clay Center headed back the other direction. McCowan on the baseline. Tries to get it inside. That ball's out of bounds off Minneapolis.
Right, also by Ryan Mortimer still.
2 Lions hit the floor trying to save that ball from Minneapolis. Lonberger back off the bench. He's coming back in, and he'll go in for Ryan Mortimer.
Adkins going in.
I'm guessing Trevor's probably coming in for Joe at the next dead ball. Paroff, a nice feed across the top, over the top. Puts it off the glass, 2 for Clay Center. Lonberger tried to get it back to the top. Moody goes to bucket, and he's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to be fouled on Para, and it is. I believe that's his 4th personal. Check that, 3rd personal. Four and a half minutes, Dale. Long time to be shooting free throws, and I think that's what Minneapolis is going to be doing a lot of.
Yep.
Adkins
comes in for Zucker.
Moody hard again with another free throw.
A lot of wind sprints getting totaled up there.
That ball's going to be off Para's hand out of bounds. Turn it over to Minneapolis. As Colton and Davis check in for McCowan and Leonard for the Tigers. Lonberger with the ball up to Adkins, picked off by Davis. Over to Colton. He's going to take it all the way in. Rolls her over the front of the rim. Coach Williams up off the bench. He's taking a full timeout. He does not care for the way the ball's being taken care of right now.
Back to a 35-point lead for the Lions.
You got the kids in at the end of the ball game that worked their tails off, during practice, making that varsity look the way they do.
Yep.
But they're a little ragtag right now, and Coach Williams trying to get their attention to let them know that's not the brand of basketball we play.
Yeah, the way he's coaching, you think we're down by 20.
Situations like these only pay dividends in the end, too, Dale.
Yep.
So Moody will have the ball to inbound. He'll get free roam of the baseline. 78-43, Minneapolis. 4:15 to go in the game. Lawnberger breaks the timeline. Adkins kicks it back out to Lawnberger. Spots for three. Off the back of the rim. Peyton Owens up, but he's blocked out by Clay Center. Lawnberger with good defense on Hirschberger. Moody steps out on Davis. Kicks it over to Colton. Colton guarded by Lawnberger. Davis tries to go inside to Hirschberger. Hirschberger should. That ball.
Oh, come on, ref.
That ball does a 360 around the rim. And we're going to get a jump ball. The ball's going to stay with Clay Center on the alternate possession. They're going to let him play rough and tumble underneath there. Somebody's going to get hurt, Dale.
Yep.
I realize
obviously was fouled down there and the rebound.
I realize the game's out of reach, but you can't let that stuff go. You got to call it. Another turnover by the Lions. Coach Williams not happy with that. 78-45, 3.5 to go. Hirschberger with the ball, guarded by Brown. Lawnberger steps in front of the pass. And count the basket as Lawnberger breaks away. I'm surprised he didn't get called. I'm surprised he didn't get called. A little traveling music, if you please. Lawnberger with a couple extra steps there as he broke to the basket, but they didn't catch it and they got the foul. So
trying to get control of the ball.
Lawnberger shooting and one, and count it. 81-45.
36-point lead again.
Hirschberger. Peyton Owens tries to pick up the charge, no call. They're just going to let him play, I think, Dale. Lawnberger with a pull-up jumper off the front of the rim. He follows his shot, gets his own rebound, hands it off to Owens. Owens hard off the glass, rebounded by Colton for the Tigers. Colton guarded by Adkins. Hirschberger on the baseline, kicks it back out top. Swings it over to Davis, guarded by Moody.
Off the foot.
No kick ball called. Race to the ball. Minneapolis is going to be called for. I figured they were going to get Moody for a push. Instead, we get a traveling violation.
Maybe it happened before the push did.
Coach Smith trying to figure that one out, too. 2:20 to go in the contest. Minneapolis up 81-47. Lawnberger across the timeline. Nick Brown on the right side, brings it back out top to Lawnberger. Adkins with the ball.
2:05 to go.
Adkins throws it away. Cody Moody with a nice steal from behind. Lawnberger goes baseline, gets it to Moody. Moody backing out. Swings it to Lonberger. Lonberger back out to Adkins for three from the top. And Peyton Owens is there for the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Para, and that's going to be 4 on Para. Peyton Owens at the line shooting free throws, 2 shots. First one's up and in. 82-47. Lions by 35. Stitt comes back in for the Tigers. Owens' second free throw on its way, and it's in. We're going to get a violation on the shooter as Peyton's foot was across the line. Wave off the free throw.
82-47.
Brown on Hirschberger. Swings it cross court to number 40, John Reeves.
What a steal by Atkins.
Nick Brown with a nice layup. 84-47. 37-point Minneapolis lead.
Close to another steal there by Brown. 1:10 to go in the game.
Nice denial by Cody Moody. Stitt was working Moody. He was asking for the toss over the top. Point guard not going to oblige him there, and Moody steps in front of that one, flips it out of bounds.
Moody steal.
Lonberger runs it down, left-hand layup. 86-47, 39-point lead. Peyton Owens picks off the long bomb. Watch Lonberger spot up for the three. They're going to back it out. Brown will shoot the three. It's a money ball. Make it 89-47, Minneapolis by 42. That ball's going to be, looked like it'd be thrown away. Kick ball by Adkins.
25 seconds to go.
Nick Brown, you can't blame him for putting it up.
Nope. Not at all. You got me on the court, I'm here to play.
That's right. If you didn't come to play, you shouldn't have come. Play center with a drive in the lane is going to be a charging violation as Kenton Lonberger steps in front and takes a charge. 20 seconds to go in the contest. Minneapolis up by 42, 89-47. Owens inbounds for the Lions. Lonberger with the ball. Kenton brings it down the floor, crosses the timeline. Going to back it out, and we're going to run clock. Trevor Adkins with the ball. Backs it back out to Lonberger. 5 seconds. And that's going to be the ball game.
89-47, final score. Clay Center, Kansas.
Dale, the only thing we was missing tonight here, buddy, was a woodshed.
Yep.
That was a whooping.
Great victory for the Lions. I figured it would be.
Well, like we'd said earlier, Clay Center surprisingly stayed with them early in the first period.
Yep.
But like we talked about, the speed and the depth of the Lions, just no match for Clay Center. Clay Center with no bench at all, and they just couldn't run with Minneapolis.
Nope. We'll go down and get the scores. I'll be back. Give me the recount. Okay, final wrap up here for tonight in Clay Center. Scoring by quarters tonight, the Lions outscored them 20-8 in the first, 29-11 in the second, 23-15 in the third, and 19-13 in the fourth quarter to win by 89-47 margin. Scoring for leading scores for the Clay Center Tigers. Number 10, Fitzmeyer had 6. 15, Leonard had 6. Para, number 21, had 6. Colton, number 23, had 9. Wingard, number 33, had 8. Those are their leading scorers. Scoring for the Lions tonight, Kenton Lonberger with 6. Ryan Mortimer, 3. Alex Resnick, 7. Ryan Wheeler, 18. Joe Zucker, 3. Trevor Adkins, 3. Nick Brown 5, Brandon Crum 23, with our leading scorer tonight. Peyton Owens 1, Drew Crossan 11. I thought it might be a high this year for Drew, I'm not sure. Cameron Knox was 9, a good game off the bench tonight, and Cody Moody was 0. All the players that came got to play. Good game for the Lions. We'll look forward to going to Russell, which should be another, I don't want to say an easy win, but it should be a counted win for the Lions as long as they play up to their standards. Thanks for watching here on Channel 37 MCTV Galaxy Cablevision, brought to you by the MHS Lions backers. Vic Goth and Dale Leach signing off.